And we are in Tartarus. Woo. Hello, and this is Stephen O'Shea, 10,000 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 Portable. In the last episode, we arrived at Tartarus, a huge tower that the score apparently changes into randomly at night. Today, we are actually going to discover what the RPG section of the RPG is. So, we need to go into Tartarus. So, go up here to the top. Are you ready? Yes, we are. Good luck. We need to get to the top block. Inside Tartarus.
So, this is it, huh?
I hope I don't get lost.
Can you all hear me?
Whoa, is that you, Senpai?
I'll be providing audio backup from here on out.
Wait, you mean you can see inside here?
It's my Persona's ability. I'd like to join you, but the structure of Tartarus changes from day to day. That's why outside support is imperative.
Well, that makes me feel a whole lot better.
Yeah, that makes me feel a lot better as well.
Now, based on your current location, you can expect to encounter enemies at any minute. They shouldn't be too tough, but proceed with caution. Practice makes perfect.
Right.
Got it. Why is she always like that?
Ooh. Let's begin. Keep in mind there are real battles you'll be engaging in. Now, see if you can eliminate the shadows wandering around on this floor. Welcome to the actual RPG bit of the RPG. You get the option every night to explore this tower called Tartarus. It is basically one big humongous dungeon that you go in the whole game. As you're exploring it, you will level up, allowing you to level up. This is basically the RPG section of the game, and this is what Persona is about. It's about managing leveling up your persona and your abilities in Tartarus at night, and leveling up your social links and your stats and all that jazz. So, what we need to do is go around pick up this treasure chest, which contains some medicine. Go around here, and there'll be an enemy just up ahead. Watch out, I detect a shadow in front of you. Move in and hit it before it attacks you. Press the X button to use your weapon. If you can hit an enemy before it hits you, then you'll have the advantage at the start of the battle. Basically, if you hit the monster before the monster hits you, you get to attack first in a fight. So, there he is.
Takeba has informed me about your power, but nevertheless, you have minimal combat experience. Would you like me to explain the basics of battle?
Yes please.
The primary offensive options available to you in battle are attack and skill. Attack corresponds to the weapon you've equipped, while skill relates to your persona's abilities. Those skills consume either stamina or spiritual power. They tend to have a greater effect. Use whichever option best suits the situation. Keep attacking until you've defeated the enemy, but pay careful attention to your stamina. That's it for now. Did you get all that?
Yep.
Okay, then I want you to defeat the enemy before you. Try using both the skill and attack options.
So, we finally get to fight with everybody, right. First thing I strongly recommend you doing if you're playing Persona 3 Portable, switch all members on to direct command. This allows you to directly control the entire party's command. On Persona 3 and Persona 3 FES, the AI has to control Yukari and Junpei, and the AI is not the greatest. So, we have a shadow in front of us. Oh behold, guess what we learned last time? Oh yeah, we learned fire. Guess what these shadows are weak against? Oh wait, fire! So, basically just attack with fire.
Persona! The enemy is vulnerable. Keep going.
Let's get him.
If you use an attack that's weak against everybody else, you get the option to do you knock them down. If you knock all the enemies down in the fight, you get the option to do an all-out attack. We're gonna pick yes.
Get back here, you son of a...
Hi, Shadow. We get 5 experience and a snuff cell. So, there should be a staircase nearby. Do you see it? A staircase is the only way to proceed to the next floor. I can't let you go any higher today, but please remember about this next time. We're only doing the 1 floor today, but if we were doing another floor another day, we would go up that staircase. There is another shadow in front of us. There's another shadow ahead of you. You'll be at a disadvantage if an enemy gets the first hit on you, so try to surprise your opponents and strike first. If you are able to strike the enemy before you are spotted, then you will gain the initiative. On the other hand, if the enemy hits you first, the opposite will occur. So, I hit you first.
Now's a good time for me to explain about attack properties, which are important to consider during battle. Do you want to know more?
Yes, please.
Nearly every type of attack is associated with a particular property.
So, as usual, your fire, your waters, your winds, your ice, so on, so on, so on. But Persona also takes into account physical hits. Physical hits are split into 3 separate properties: strike, pierce, and slash. Opponents can stand by will be weak to a certain type of physical hit as well. Like, opponent could be weak to pierce but could be resistant to slash. So say for example, pierce means Yukari will be super effective against it, but slash would make Junpei useless with his physical attacks against it.
For example, swords can be used to do slash attacks, while bows are used to do pierce attacks.
And note while I'm here as well, the main character can equip any weapon in the entire game if you're playing Persona 3 or Persona 3 FPS. If you are playing Persona 3 Portable, the male character will be restricted to assault sword, while the woman will be restricted to what she's carrying now. They both perform slash and pierce attacks, I believe.
Skills, on the other hand, have different properties. Bufu, for instance, indicates an ice attack. Now, most enemies are vulnerable to certain types of attacks. In other words, they have weaknesses. A fire skill will deal greater damage to an enemy that's weak against fire. With my power, I can analyze an enemy to determine its weaknesses and strengths. That falls under tactics. Do you follow?
Yes.
The enemies you're facing have a weakness that you can exploit. Why don't you give it a try?
Right, Mitsuru or whoever is observing will have the ability to scan the monsters. Mitsuru cannot scan bosses within Tartarus or outside of it. It will retrieve a character later on which will have the ability to scan outside of Tartarus bosses. You won't be able to scan the bosses you get within exploring Tartarus, but the story-based bosses you will be able to scan them. And a hint, it's Yell. Secret, it comes under the tactic command, but it is an amazing thing, you can just press the L button. Analysis takes about 2 to 3 turns to do, so unless it's a boss fight or you're really struggling with a persona, don't use it. So again, we are just going to use fire. We are weak to fire.
You attacked the enemy's weak point.
Right, if you get a once more, do not attack the same thing again. Attack the next one. And if that's weak against as well, guess what? You get another attack.
You exploited the enemy's
Here's a
weakness.
chance. Let's get him.
Which basically means, as long as you keep the enemies down, you will be able to continue attacking. Which you could end up with 4 or 5 turns. 10 experience and a revival bead this time. Right, there is a treasure chest there with medicine. Right, turn the camera. Damn, the camera is much easier to control on the Vita, clicking the sight to the right joystick. It sends a shadow just around the corner. Approach carefully, avoid being spotted. The map will give you prove quite useful as you explore, so use your option. Right, to see it, turn the camera. There he is! I think we missed it.
Were you able to exploit the enemy's weakness in the last battle?
Well, duh.
If you didn't already notice, doing so will also grant you an additional attack. Would you like more details?
Yes.
An enemy will lose its balance if you exploit his weakness or land a critical hit. This will give you the opportunity to perform an additional action. In other words, you'll get to do one more thing.
One more.
You can keep attacking the same enemy, or if you prefer, attack a different target. And if you succeed in knocking another enemy off balance, then you can act yet again. Which means you can remain on the offensive for as long as you can keep this up. This strategy is essential to securing victory. However, remember this. An enemy that's already lost its balance cannot be knocked off balance again. You can't knock down someone who's lying on the ground, right? It's the same idea. Now, to knock an enemy off balance, you need to know its weaknesses. So don't hesitate to ask me for an analysis. I'll be sure to share the results with the others as well. Got it?
Yeah.
Then proceed with the battle. Use what you've learned to quickly dispose of the enemy.
So, basically explained what happened before. Basically, as long as we be able to keep knocking them down, we can continue attacking. In Persona 3 and Persona 3 FES, if you not hit a monster that's already down, it will get back up again. But in Persona 3 Portable, if you knock down an opponent, you attack again and hit them again and hit them with weakness again, it will actually cause them to gain the Dizzy stats. This will mean they will not be able to attack for one go. They'll miss their next go. This can also happen to you, so be careful. So, we are going to fire them again. Right.
Yes, the enemy is vulnerable.
That's called
Attack.
an Awakening. Basically, you'll just perform a slightly stronger attack. Yeah, anticlimactic, ain't it? Fire!
Attack again.
And we get to attack again.
You struck the enemy's weak
Here's our
point.
chance for an all-out attack!
And Yukari is going to wake them all at once. What we always wanted. Ooh, yes. This is why. Mysterious card has appeared in your mind. After battle, you will occasionally have the opportunity to select a card from the one shuffled before your eyes. If you pick a card with a persona on it, then you will retrieve that persona. There are other cards, each of which have a unique effect of the reward. Keep an eye on the card that you want and try to pick it. Right. Press the X button when the desired card is directly in front of you. Right. Basically, here is the thing. You get cards, 3 cards, middle one's persona, the first one heals your HP, the one on the right side will gain you experience. For this one, we want the persona. And I got the experience. That was a foul. So we get 33 experience this time and Snap Soul. And Yukari's persona has leveled up, which means Yukari has also leveled up. Strength have increased by 1. Magic and endurance. Yukari's persona is a magic-based persona that is which lead towards healing stats, healing HP, and dealing wind damage. Junpei's persona, Hermes, has also leveled up. Hermes is aimed mostly towards physical attacks. Hermes can also learn fire-based magic. Strength by 1, endurance by 1, and luck by 1. And that is it for this episode. Oh crap, we're gonna stop in middle of Charteris. That is just scary, ain't it? In the next episode of Let's Play Persona 3 Portable, we will continue exploring this tower and work out what the hell's going on with this tower. And we will also hopefully get out of the tower. So, this has been Let's Play Persona 3 Portable. I have been your host, SteamOSay10000, and this is in fact SteamOSay10000 signing out for now, and I shall catch you in the next episode.